A pleasure to meet y'all at last. Welcome back to Hot Wheels Hilarity. Now in this episode, we only got 2 lanes of straight track that taper to a point. I will go into detail about it later on, but you can just see that they're tapered like this because there's going to be a special challenge in this episode that all the cars randomly selected for this episode will compete for. Currently, there are 16 cars in here, including some recognizable models that you probably already heard of, along with some pretty colors, really. This is more likely just going to be an episode based on flying colors. But, here's some details as to why the tracks are tapering to a point between the 2 lanes. Basically, what it goes through. So without further ado, time for me to explain. Why the tracks taper to a point like this is because if one car taps the other, then the other car is out. So if Circle Trucker would tap onto Power Rocket, for example, then Power Rocket would be the one that's out, and Circle Trucker would advance. So with that being said, this is going to be what it's all about throughout the whole episode. If one car tags the other, then the other car is out, and the car who tagged the other will advance. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start off by taking 2 cars at a time. Our first matchup is the Hollinator versus Nerve Hammer. Now we have a second matchup. It's Mad Splash against Mega Duty. And go. Oh! That wasn't too good. Anyways, here's our third matchup. It's Zenderfact 4 against CCM Country Club Muscle. And, oh, he knocks the camera over again. Here's matchup number 4. It's Reverb against Hollowback. Whoa, Hollowback gets knocked out. Here comes our next matchup. Swoop Coop against RD08. Well, nothing happened there. So let's go ahead and get our next matchup ready. What 42 against Monoposto. Set, go. Well, nothing happened there either. Our next matchup is Rogue Hog against Circle Trucker. Oh, third time the camera was knocked over. And here's our last matchup. Slingshot versus Power Rocket. And wow, we end off with another car being taken out. Power Rocket and Hollowback are out, while the rest here are still standing. These 2 here are out, while the others get to sit and wait for the next round, which happens right now actually. We're starting off with Mega Duty against the Hollinator. Set, go. Oh, they're fast. Hope Mega Duty flipped over. Now we have Nerve Hammer against Swoop Coop. Well, Nerve Hammer is fast, Swoop Coop is slow. But here's our next matchup for round 2. Zenderfact 4 versus Circle Trucker. On your marks, get set, go. Oh, Zenderfact decides to knock the camera over again. Mad Splash versus Rogue Hog. Oh. Now it's What 42 versus Slingshot. Oh, bumped into it this time. Next up is RDO8 versus CCM Country Club Muscle. Go. Now, here's our last matchup. It's Monoposto against Reverb. Oh, Monoposto goes off, but Reverb tags him. Monoposto's now out. And here are the others. They get to move on to round 3. And we have 3 losers thus far. Wait, what? Oh, would you look at that? It's a late showman. A custom Volkswagen hauler. And you know what? Let's count him in this competition. We're going to put him with the rest of the cars that are moving on to round 3. And, yeah, we're just going to have some more matchups, Dean. So we can get this competition taken care of. And now, we also have 3 losers here, while the rest here are moving on to round 3. You might have noticed that the track is now not tapering anymore, because now, in order to increase the speed of taking out other racers, we're just setting them straight now. Up first is Zenderfact 4 against Roguehog. Zenderfact 4 wins the race and Roguehog is out. Swoop Coupe versus Circle Trucker. And Swoop Coupe is out. Now we have Reverb against Mega Duty. Uh-oh. Another popular model is out, and it's Mega Duty. Now we have the custom Volkswagen hauler against Slingshot. Oh! Knocks the camera over and defeats Slingshot. RDO8 goes up against Nerve Hammer. Set, go. Oh, that was really close. Look at this slow-mo replay. RDO8 beats Nerve Hammer by a few millimeters. So Nerve Hammer's out. RDO8 will move on. What42 goes up against Hollinator. Let's see how well they do. Set, go. The Hollinator loses pretty badly, but he'll get to watch the rest of the races. CCM Country Club Muscle will go up against Mad Splash. And Mad Splash is also out. Wow, what a shame. A lot of models I like are now out. While these guys here, I do like most of these models here that won the competition, but still, it's still a nuclear shame. But now since it's no longer even, we can just remove the Volkswagen hauler's trailer, and now it's even again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 racers now. Yes, the Volkswagen trailer is going to count as a racer, despite the fact that it doesn't have a second set of wheels. Race 1. Race 2. Race 3. Race 4. Whoops. The trailer fell off. Oh, and What42 knocks the camera. We're going to put the trailer back on the custom Volkswagen hauler and take him back in. So now, nobody else has been knocked out thus far. And so what we're going to do now is we might have to come up with some kind of plan to adjust the track in a way so that way it would be easier for cars to get knocked out. It's just 1 minute though. Bam! See? Look at that. This must be a much more easier tactic of changing the track, so this way it would make it much easier for cars to get knocked out. So this is how we're going to do it right now. we got one track and another track angled towards each other much more sharply. Now the losers are over here, and the rest of the track you can see in the background is all over here. Well, nobody's getting knocked out so far. Oh, reverb takes out the truck itself of the custom Volkswagen hauler. Oh, and reverb takes out another racer, Zenderfax 4. And now that the trailer is out, the custom Volkswagen hauler is back together, but it's sitting on the loser's side. 4 more racers are going to go up against each other, whereas reverb will have to sit this one out as there are another odd number of racers in this part of the competition. Oh, nothing happened there. Oh, I think Country Club Muscle got knocked out. Oh, look at that. That slow motion replay showed that Country Club Muscle is now out. Thanks to What For too. Alright, let's move on. So now we have another even number of racers. Let's go ahead and put them together. And RDO8 gets knocked out now. We're very quickly climbing up the numbers based on how many racers are getting knocked out of the competition. And Circle Trucker's now out. What For 2 will advance. All these guys over here are going to watch the finals take place. Now it's just Reverb and What For 2. We're going to find out who will take first and second place now. We're going to make it 2 out of 3 races, since these are the finals. Oh, nothing happened there. Reverb takes the first point. Let's just adjust the track a little bit, just so we'll have an accurate shot. And would you look at that? Reverb takes the second point, and he wins. What For 2 gets to sit here, and Reverb is just doing a little victory dance of some sort, while in my fingertips. Because being such a popular model, Reverb is ultimately the winner. Anyways though, this is pretty much it. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed Hot Wheels Hilarity content of any sorts. But just remember though, we'll be back with plenty more where this came from, and there's going to be a lot better competition taking place.